are here participating in Seamless for the Dubaistore.com project. Dubaistore.com is an online marketplace or an e-commerce platform for all the licensed businesses in Dubai. So if you are a trade license or a business registered in Dubai, you can be part of this marketplace. And Dubai Store as a project, as a platform, is part of Digital Economy Solutions, which is a joint venture by itself between the Department of Economic Development and Emaratech. So what we're trying to do here with the Dubai Store is to try to make a push towards the growth of the businesses, especially the SMEs, who need some assistance in the e-commerce domain. Of course, everybody can join the platform, whether an SME or an enterprise or a home-based licensed business, but mainly we are here to promote the sellers. So we don't have any stock of our own, we don't have any inventory, we don't aim to compete with any of our sellers. It's just the sellers that we are trying to focus on here in this project. There are two types of users. There are the merchants, the sellers or the businesses, and the consumers. So any business that is registered in Dubai, that has a trade license in Dubai, they can be a merchant on the website. And the consumer would be any consumer who is based in the UAE is another type of user. So I want to differentiate between the users here because we have a big segment of users who are the merchants, and we want to focus that these would be the sellers that have trade licenses from Dubai. And these users can have their own stores within the platform, and they can upload their own products. So it's quite a unique concept and design, which is not available at the moment in the local market. In basic form, we are a marketplace, just like any other marketplace. We are listing products of other sellers, but we are not retailers ourselves. We don't own any inventory, as I mentioned. So this gives more chance for the sellers to have their own playground in this e-commerce platform, because normally some marketplaces, they do stock their own inventory. They tend to have some organic competition with their own sellers, but we are not into the retail business ourselves as retailers. So the sellers, or what differentiates us between the other marketplaces, we're not here to compete with anybody. It's everybody's doing a great job in this field, but we're just adding some more features and functionalities for the benefits of the sellers. For example, a seller on Dubai Store would have his own microsite within the marketplace. So if you go to any product page of that seller on our platform, you can click on a link to go to their own store within the Dubai Store marketplace. Sellers can have their own logos, their own business names, and their company description. They can also interact with their customers. So visitors of the website can send them a message. They can interact with each other. We're going to have more social integrations through WhatsApp messaging and Facebook Messenger. So it's sort of putting more emphasis for the sellers to be able to operate their business online more freely. So to add more on top of that, we have integrated with the courier service, Zagil, and with the payment gateway called Nukudi. But that doesn't mean that the seller or the business or the merchant cannot use their own courier if they wish. So in their store settings, they can say, I want to use my own courier, or I want to put pickup locations. So if a customer places an order, he can pick up the product or the order from the location of the merchant, or the merchant has his own fleet of customers or an agreement with an existing courier. They can still use that as well. They don't have to stick to the integrated courier that we are used. So this is more freedom for businesses who would like to maintain a certain level of operations of their own control. Last year, the Department of Economic Development launched a platform called the e-Trader, which is a trade license for the home-based businesses. As you know, home businesses would not want to go into the expenses of renting an office and paying for a trade license. They want to operate from their home. They have nice and unique products that they want to sell. So what the Department of Economic Development done is that they have done a trade license specific for those home traders for a very small cost per year, which allows them to sell online, and they would be licensed by the Dubai Economy Department. So these e-traders at the moment, they sell through their own social media accounts. Instagrams mainly. Some of them, they have their own e-commerce websites, but they are a bit fragmented, and we want to unify all of them under one umbrella. So the e-traders or the home businesses, we are going to have a section on Dubaistore where the people can get introduced to their unique products, because those home businesses, many of them, they manufacture their own product lines, or they bring some nice and unique products from abroad or locally, which normally you do not find in the retail shops. So it's a social kind of chapter that we're doing by combining all of these e-traders. We're trying to grow their business. They need support from us as marketing. We're going to do that to try to push more sales to them, to grow their business, to be able to advance in the industry. And that's one important thing that we are looking at, is to have a reference point even for the customers to, as I said, be able to access this unique set of products which they cannot normally find in the market.